Okay, and sometimes the video image is kind of stop. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Your image, your video image skipped.
Okay, okay. Don't worry. Okay, hi everybody. I'm Ella Royanti Ruslan, the chairperson of Voice of Young and Creative Minds organization. And I'm the moderator for our discussion today, which is we're going to talk about film distributions with our guest, Mr. Tetsuki Ijichi. He is from Japan, but he lives in the United States of America. He's a film distributor. He is a CEO at Rain Trail Pictures, a CEO and president at Tidepoint Pictures. He graduated from Waseda University in film study in Japan. His expertise in all aspects of film distribution, including content acquisition and licensing, and extensive network within the international motion pictures in the industry. So that's a bit about him. So let him introduce more detail about himself. Please introduce yourself, Mr. Tetsuki. Okay.
Hi, nice to meet you. And I'm happy to be here and talk about film distribution. It's not about only in particular country. I think including the international distribution. And I will introduce myself a little bit. So I started my film career as a producer, and before producing a film, independent film, I studied film theory and also history at the college. But after school, I organized 8mm film movie kind of club. And I produced student film at that time. And I spent $300 for making a movie. But we got the cash prize from the Student Film Award, and that's $500, $500. So that means we earned $200. So that's the beginning of my career. And then I was involved in independent film exhibition and also film product 80s, early 80s. And then after I made one feature film, and the film was selected by Cannes Film Festival, Critic Weeks. Of course, that was my first international film festival. And after that, I felt I need to learn more about distribution, because even though I have a film, I can't deal with distribution. I can't sell. I can't do something next step. So that reason I was concerned about film distribution or distribution business after I attended Cannes Film Festival, 1983. So that's the beginning of my journey of getting into the distribution. And the first time I joined distribution company from New York. They started their branch in Tokyo. And I handled a distribution of Spike Lee's She's Got a Habit and other American independent film, like Stop Making Sense by Jonathan Demme. So I learned lots of independent film distribution in Japan, not outside of Japan. So that's my first experience, a professional experience. And including distribution is not only, put a film in the theater. Of course, after we book the theater, of course, we have to come up with marketing and publicity or local, theater booking, all of this. So it's a long process. Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about the process of distribution. First, of course, we're ready to distribute the film. That means material is ready. That means material or screening material, all of the information and material is ready. Mostly the 3 months or 6 months in advance before the opening of the theatrical release. So that's what I learned from Japanese distribution while I was in Japan. And then the second stage, I moved to the United States. That's 1996. And then I started taking American independent film for Japanese market first. And then after that, I have lots of connection with Japanese independent filmmakers. So the director of the Carnival in the Night, we went to the Cannes together, and he brought a new film. And he has a world premiere at the Toronto Film Festival. So after the film, he would like to me to handle the U.S. distribution, and actually that's a self-distribution. We don't need a film distributor distribution. So I took care of the self-distribution. That's the beginning of my U.S. distribution of Asian film. So that I have more things to say, but maybe I can, switch your mic, please. Or should I continue to talk about?
Okay, I continue with my questions. Okay, what are the differences? What are the differences between film producers and film distributors?
That's a good question. Yeah, I took through from the film production to distribution. So the process is actually under the producer. My opinion is a producer should look over not only the production, but also distribution. So some of the producer just gave up or stopped to doing that. But independent film producer should look over from A to Z. Z means end of the distribution. So the producer job doesn't stop until the completion of the film. That's my opinion. Of course, many of the producer has a different opinion, so that's fine. So first, film production is complete the film. That means not only finish editing, finish post-production. Plus alpha, that's important. Clear the rights as a property. Clear the rights in intellectual, asset, property. That's very important. So the producer should have all of the record and copyright as a copyright holder. If producer has an executive producer, and the executive producer is supposed to have all rights, the producer should organize all of the important rights. So that's one thing, and that's end of the producing a film. So after that, okay, so if the producer or director was thinking about making a film as a hobby, okay, they don't need to look for the distribution. Maybe they can rent one theater and then have a one show, something like that. But in the industry, of the producer is supposed to look for distribution deal. So right now, back when 20 years ago, it's more, we have, the producer has an option. But right now, it doesn't have so much option. One is look for sales agent. Sales agent can cover all of the international market, including all rights. So all rights means theatrical, TV, home video. It used to be, I would say, DVD, but DVD market is really bad. So anyway, DVD, and then streaming online. So people right now are skipping DVD and theatrical and plus streaming. That's a kind of limited option right now. So if producer can deal with Netflix, that's it. They have lots of money. So, the producer or filmmaker can get good, profit. If they don't interested, they don't have any interest in your film or the people, so another choice is look for the international distributor or a producer rep. Producer rep is more it's like a representative of a producer. If producer said, okay, we don't need Asian distribution, we need just North American distribution and in Europe. Okay, so producer rep might focus on only the territory and look for the distributor, or skip the distributor and then find good streaming media, VOD companies. So that's nowadays, I mean the trend. I mean the current option. Yeah. Can I answer everything what you are
Yes.
talking about?
In your opinion, as a film distributor, what are the key elements of a good movie that can be screening or distributed to other countries?
Yeah, I can say at a simple way, the movie should have marketable elements. Marketable elements means for distributor to handle easy, handle variable. So the movie needs to have a marketable point elements. Sometimes the filmmaker who direct the movie is also the elements for marketable elements. So if the director is really marketable person, he or she has a reputation through the international film world. That's a good point. So any of the independent filmmaker should promote themselves through the social network, tweet or the Facebook or something. So that's a good point. If the filmmaker is too shy, it's hard. We can't say he is or she is marketable.
The third question, I think the third question, what are the challenges in film distribution?
Challenges all the time coming from market. It's not from the film itself. Market is changing a lot. When somebody wanted to make the movie for the video market, but right now video market is gone. So like we can say Hollywood B movie, kind of genre movie. That kind of movie works for the video market all over the world. But right now, video market is almost gone. So it's hard to say B movie exists on the planet. And but streaming media right now in the process of creating different brand. So maybe some streaming media who specialize in B movie, maybe that's it. So we have to see all the time what's going on with the market in Europe, in Asia, especially in Japan, and in North America. And if something goes on, and we need to catch through your antenna. And I would say right now, LGBT theme film is getting popular. So that's one of the marketable film right now. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry for something disturbing me. Okay, the next question. When and how do film distributors get paid usually?
I'm sorry, the voices break out. So
Okay. Again, when and how do film distribution distributors get paid usually?
you mean the financial aspect?
Yes.
Finance, financial aspect. Okay. You know, first, producer has a risk because they spend the money for the production cost. They wanted to recoup the production cost. And they, while they are looking for a deal with a distributor, they can get sometimes minimum guarantee from the distributor. So it's a risk for a distributor about paying a minimum guarantee. So the distributor need to recoup their expensive, their expenses, and minimum guarantee they paid to the producer or licensor. So when they recouped the all of the risk, they have a profit. That's their profit. So so it's a long journey to make a profit for the distributor.
Okay, the last question. What advice would you give to Malaysian filmmakers out there who wants to distribute their films to many countries, and what aspect that they should care about in the process to visualize their idea on the big screen?
Let me see, because I don't know so much about domestic distribution situation in Malaysia. But if Malaysia filmmaker is one of the Asian independent filmmakers, definitely, the Malaysian filmmaker should look for the market, not only Malaysia. There are a market in Southeastern Asian market, including Indonesia, in other, Singapore, also maybe Hong Kong and Taiwan. Recently, I have heard a Malaysian filmmaker won the prize at the Tokyo Film Festival, and also Taiwanese Golden Horse Film Festival. So they are expanding their reputation, career in Asia. That's a good thing. So when they expanded their own reputation outside of Malaysia, of course, they can work with international distributor or some of the theatrical local distributor can offer to invite to the local, distribution, right? So I think this is the same thing for the filmmaker. They shouldn't think about only domestic market. They should expand their own, their eyes, their perspective outside of their mother country. That's very important. So co-production is possible, and also any other opportunity with outside of the motherland countries. Can I?
Okay, that's all. Okay.
Did I miss something?
No. You answer all the questions. Okay. By the way, nice talk with you, Mr. Tetsuki. I hope we can see you in the next, maybe in future after COVID. I don't know when. Nice to meet you, and yeah, bye bye.
Can I add it something?
Oh yes, sure.
Do I have a time?
We still have time.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I clearly mentioned about all of the different aspects of distributions, and I might miss something. But in North America, in Japan, and other country for the distribution different. So I am not sure I can cover everything, but from my POV of rental picture activity, we take any Asian film, independent film, for worldwide distribution. If somebody wanted to me to take international distribution, please, email me or call me, and I can take a look and then see if there is marketable marketable elements with a film, and then I will suggest something. Maybe people can go to Netflix directly and then deal with something, or talk to each local distributor in Europe, in Asia, in America, the States. So they have many opportunities, but it takes a time. But if I would take opportunity to work with the filmmaker, maybe I have my own shortcut to release the film. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, that's all. Okay, nice to meet you. Dan kepada semua penonton, harapnya akan terus menonton program ini, kerana kita akan ada banyak lagi temu bual bersama tetamu jemputan yang lain di masa yang akan datang. Mungkin ada dalam 2 bulan sekali, 3 bulan sekali kita akan buat. Kita akan cuba buat sampai ke tahap yang kita berkemampuan. So, Mr. Tetsuki, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.